Alright, how's it going? So today we're gonna be making barbecue chicken. I have 4.5 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, and the seasonings that we're gonna use today are onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, paprika, salt, and Creole seasoning. So first, we have to make a marinade for the chicken, basically, before we put the barbecue sauce on. So that's gonna take, first of all, 2 tablespoons of oil.
1, 2.
3 teaspoons of smoked paprika. 1, 2, 3. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. 1, 2. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. 1. And then 1 teaspoon of Creole seasoning or Cajun seasoning. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And then also 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Alright. And it goes. Alright. And now we have to mix this mixture around. I'm going to get a fork and I'm gonna go get a fork. Alright. So now we're gonna mix this marinade around. It should be like a pasty consistency, but so if it's too dry, you can add a little bit more oil. Soul food is all about seasoning and, you know, going based off taste and consistency over exact measurements. So, boom. Alright, so now the marinade is ready. We're gonna put it into the chicken and we're gonna mix it in. So chicken's right here, and we're gonna put the marinade inside the chicken. Alright, so once you mix everything in, your chicken should look like this. And now we're gonna put it onto the grill. Okay, now we're gonna get a sear on the chicken before we put it into the oven. So we're gonna first spray the skillet with 100% avocado oil spray, super optimal. We're gonna spray the entire surface so that every single bit gets covered, and we're gonna wait it until it heats up. Alright, now when the pan gets hot enough, we're gonna start putting the chicken in. But before that, we're gonna use the onion powder. Okay, so basically, every single piece of chicken before you put it on the pan, on the skin side, put some onion powder on it to basically make it so that it has a nice sear, just like that. Alright, so your chicken just look just like that in the pan, and we're just gonna let it sear for a couple of minutes before we put it in the oven. Just like that. I'm gonna let it sear on the, I guess, the belly side for a couple of minutes before we put it in the oven. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes, and then before we put it in the oven, we have to flip it again, so that the skin doesn't get burnt, and most of the heat is towards the bottom side. Flip it one more time. Just like that. Okay, now we're gonna put the chicken into the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Now while we wait for the chicken to bake in the oven, we're gonna be making the barbecue, I guess, slather onto the meat. So I did some chopping off camera. This is half an onion, and we're gonna just put it straight into an empty pot and just let it caramelize a little bit. And in order for it not to get burnt, we're also gonna put a little bit of water in it. And we're just gonna let it caramelize. Okay, so once the onions have sweated enough in the pot, we're gonna turn down the heat to low. And we're gonna add our barbecue sauce. So for today we're gonna be using Ray's no sugar added sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, but you can use any type of barbecue sauce you want. This part is more kind of in your control. 15 calories per 2 tablespoons. This is what optimization looks like. So we're gonna add this, kind of just eyeball it as much as you can. It depends on how much chicken you're using. So if you're using a lot of chicken, use a lot. But for me, I'm gonna I'm just eyeballing because this part isn't really, you know. Alright, so the barbecue sauce is in the pot and we're just gonna mix it around. So I just took the chicken out of the oven. It's done baking, and now we're gonna pour some of the fat, or take some of the fat, and we're gonna put it into our barbecue sauce mixture. So your barbecue sauce should look like this. We're gonna mix it around so it should be more, so exact consistency that's what you're looking for. It's like a glaze. And we're gonna drain the rest of this chicken fat because we have no use for it anymore. We're gonna put it into a low bowl. Okay, so now the chicken, all the chicken stock is drained. We're just gonna slather this barbecue sauce all over the chicken. Okay, so now the chicken is all slathered up, and we're gonna put it back into the oven for 20 more minutes. And now we wait. Okay, and then for the last 5 minutes, we're gonna broil it on high. Okay, and then 20 minutes later, this is the final result. Yes, sir. Barbecue chicken.